You guys get to see the magic.
3, 2, 1.
And there you have it. We're live for Lawnchair Sports Podcast.
Episode 14.
Yes, this is Snake Pit Sports Network.
Is it episode 15?
I believe it's episode 15, yeah, because we did week 15. No, it's episode 14. But we're here. Let us review a rather odd week in the NFL.
Interesting week in the NFL.
Very interesting.
You had one of the largest comebacks in NFL history. The largest comeback.
Yeah, it was the largest.
I should say. Let's talk about that first.
Yeah.
Just so we cover it.
If you go back to last week's episode, it was 33-10.
33 zip at halftime.
Well, whenever we were like recounting last week's episodes, we were up. It was up 33-10 at that point.
Oh, gotcha.
So then we finished the episode. We go to the bar, and lo and behold, it's overtime.
Yeah.
The Vikings come back, and
I forgot it was on that actual day that we went to Woodrow's.
Yeah, it was on Saturday.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and then we went to Woodrow's, and they won the game while we were there against a quarterback who has blown a lead before.
Yeah, in the Super Bowl.
Although, granted, he doesn't play defense. So, I mean, it's
That's
not
true.
really on him. But, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, and a lot of it, too, whenever you have teams come back like that, those kind of games are determined by field position and special teams. For those of you who don't really understand football, there's a reason why teams punt and kick and go for field goals and shit. And that game was really a good example of that. And then also there was defensive touchdowns that were scored. So I could see how they came back. If the Colts would have had touchdowns instead of field goals in that first half, the score would have been 50-0.
So we have actually now on record proving that the Vikings are the worst 11-3 team of all time.
Really?
So if you're watching on YouTube, I will pull up the screen of point differentials of every team that's been 11-3 since 1970.
Oh.
And at the very bottom, literally the very bottom, Minnesota Vikings.
Wow. By a long shot, too.
Huge numbers. The Falcons, I think that's when they had Michael Vick. So
they've been winning by like 3 points every game?
They legitimately are the worst 11-3 team of all time. It is weird because...
But also, man, they got Dalvin
winning.
Cook. Dalvin Cook had an amazing touchdown there at the end. I think it was like 60 yards.
I realize this is...
They have Justin
awesome
Jefferson, who's arguably the best wide receiver in the league. Justin Jefferson. So, I mean, they're built for a big comeback like that, to be honest. I don't think they could do that against the Eagles. Or a team that's actually good.
Like in the playoffs?
They couldn't do that against anybody not named Matt Ryan.
That's so we didn't even make predictions on that game because the score was already happening and we didn't realize it.
It seemed like it was well out of hand also.
Yeah. So the first game that happened was on Thursday the 15th, 49ers versus the Seahawks, and we both chose the Seahawks to win. And I didn't do my research because the 49ers are a fucking good team.
Yeah, they got a guy named Brock Purdy.
That they're going to go to the Super Bowl.
Niners in the Super Bowl with a backup quarterback. I think he was drafted last.
He went 17 for 26 with 217 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, behind Christian McCaffrey, 108 yards, 26 carries, 1 touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey,
and
the baddest white boy in the league.
Kittle had 93 yards, 4 receptions, 2 touchdowns. So, I mean, these guys are looking mighty good.
They are.
And the Seahawks,
strong.
They're still fighting for a spot in the playoffs, 7-7. They're not bad either, though. Then we had the Ravens and the Browns, and we both said the Ravens were going to win. And
they got beat by the Browns.
They got beat by Deshaun Watson and the Browns.
Ugly game, 13-3.
13-3. Huntley, 17 for 30, 138 yards. 1 interception, and Deshaun Watson was 18 for 28, 161 yards, 1 touchdown. Chubb had 99 yards on 21 carries. Hunt had 24 yards on 4 carries. So just a weird game. Ravens are 9-5, and the Browns are 6-8. I guess they could technically still be in the hunt. Then we have the Bills and the Dolphins. I actually ended up getting this one right. They won 32-29. You chose the Dolphins, Tua.
Close game.
Was this did you watch this game?
I did not.
It seems like it was a lot of last minute drives to win.
Seems like it.
And the Bills are 11-3, and they're one of the best teams in the league, if not the best team.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, 25 of 40, 304 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He also had 77 rushing yards.
Yeah. He can take off with the ball. He's fun to watch.
He's a cool guy to watch, man. I like how physical he is.
Yeah, the Bills are a tough team. Josh Allen will go run over somebody.
So then we had the Eagles and the Bears. They almost
25-20. It's kind of a close game, to be honest.
It was a very close game, almost too close for comfort. Jalen Hurts is actually hurt. We'll talk about that in a few.
Hurts got hurt.
He went 22 for 37 with 315 yards. He did have 2 interceptions. Justin Fields, my quarterback, 14 for 21, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns. You got that right. I got that wrong.
That's not too bad. Roy's still picking against the Eagles and still losing.
The whole time. Especially this week. Lions and the Jets. I didn't do my homework again because I didn't take into account that the Lions are 6-1 in the last 7 games.
They are.
And now they are in playoff contention.
Shout out to the Lions. I had a lot of hope for the Lions after watching this past season of Hard Knocks, the show that's on HBO that follows rookies in training camp. And their coach is a really cool guy.
Golf knows how to win. He's been to the Super Bowl. So, I mean, he's not bad. 23 for 38 with 252 yards, 1 touchdown. Swift, only 52 yards. You know, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, nothing fancy at all.
Wilson, 18 for 35, 317 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he did throw 1 interception. So
I thought he got benched. I guess they brought him back.
Looks like they did bench him, didn't they? Mm-hmm. And then now he's back. But no rookie for the player of the week, I don't think this week.
No rookie for the Jets this week. We jinxed them.
So then we have the Steelers and the Panthers. That was just kind of a shit game. Panthers lost.
Steelers won, huh?
Yeah. The Steelers are 24 to 60. We both picked the Panthers.
Jeez.
I was really rooting for the Panthers to pull out in the playoffs, but I don't think it's going to happen. Trubisky, 17 for 22 with 179 yards. Sam Darnold, 14 for 23 with 225 yards, 1 touchdown. Nothing crazy.
Boring. Chiefs and Texans, that was an interesting game.
Now, that game was very interesting. We pulled out the victory.
Against the worst team in the league. You know, they played the Cowboys really close, almost beat the Cowboys the week prior. And then this week they get Kansas City. And I believe the Texans were winning for the majority of that game. And
I
went
guess
into
it really
overtime.
Just comes down to talent at the end of the day. Like,
yeah.
For the Cowboys and the Chiefs, the talent won because they should have lost that game. But
and turnovers, man. It comes down to things like special teams and turnovers.
Yeah, man. I want to look at the Texans games, see what their scores have been like. They haven't been blown out. I mean, I guess the Raiders kind of beat them, but
they play everybody pretty close.
Everything's kind of been close. The Dolphins kind of put it on them, but nobody's scored a lot against them. They just don't have an offense.
Yeah, and their quarterback throws a lot of picks.
Yeah, so I mean, they might, in the future, they'll get a first-round draft pick. So we'll see on that one. Falcons and the Saints, didn't really pay too much attention to that one. I think the Saints end up winning. You got that right because I said the Falcons because the Falcons had the better record. But let's talk about this next game. Yeah. Dallas Cowboys against the Jaguars. I was actually flipping between them and the Chiefs. I saw that Trevor Lawrence fumbled the ball in the fourth quarter. And so I was like, all right, game over. And lo and behold, these motherfuckers somehow pull out the victory.
They get them into overtime and then they beat them.
Yeah. That pass that Dak threw should have been caught.
Yeah.
That was not on Dak at all. He could have been very hurt on that play, but luckily he didn't. Mm-hmm. I believe Parsons has been sick the past few days, so we'll see. But
yeah, and I took that as my upset pick. I picked the Jaguars.
You got a +2 on that one.
Gracias to los pinche Cowboys for losing. I get 2 points.
Yeah. So the Jaguars are 6-8. But the Cowboys did clinch a playoff spot.
That's surprising.
Thanks to an upcoming game that we're going to talk about. Cardinals and the Broncos didn't really pay too much attention to that one. Broncos won 24-15.
Yeah, Cardinals are looking really bad. Cliff's going to get fired at the end of the season.
He needs to go back to college. College coaching. very interesting game here. Patriots and the Raiders. Patriots lost 24-30 on a bonehead play at the end of it. Let's see if we can watch that. I don't know if that's...
What happened?
You didn't watch it?
I didn't see it.
Let's see. Let's get on the YouTubes. This is very interesting.
Patriots and Raiders. I like watching fight videos on the internet, and my algorithm just feeds them to me every day. Last one I saw was two Raiders fans fighting each other. Usually it's Raiders fans fighting against a bunch of, whoever.
So here's the
in
play.
Oakland.
This is the final play of the regulation.
Oh, I saw this and he tried to pitch it back.
So he could have just went down.
The game's tied.
Throws it. And then he fucking manhandles the quarterback.
Interception. Stiff arms the quarterback to the ground.
Is that technically an interception?
I guess it's a fumble recovery.
Yeah, so that's how the game ended. It shouldn't have ended like that.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I love it. That's why we watch for shit like that.
Did you see that fan was fucking just yelling at a Patriots fan? It was like a woman. She was yelling at him, and he was like just looking away. He remained silent the whole time. She was just being a bitch. And then Robert Kraft ended up contacting him. So he's invited to the next game. He's getting the whole 9 yard.
Some Karen was going off on him, and he handled himself.
He handled himself pretty well, and now he's going to be a guest from the owner himself.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
What was the controversy going on with Kraft a few years ago? I think there was some kind of funky shit going on. He was like,
he was getting massages or something.
Oh, some Deshaun Watson type stuff. Get him whipping it out on the masseuse.
I don't know about that. I think he was just being. I don't know. We have to look into that, but I think it was a little weird. But when you have that much money, you could just pay for it.
Right.
Why is he at the parlor?
It's more exciting that way, probably.
I guess, man. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. He also
if you ever been to a rub and tug, let us know down in the comments.
Yeah, comment please. Titans and the Chargers. You got that right. You said the Chargers were gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
They ended up winning 17-14. Tannehill 15 for 22, but they did bring in the other quarterback. I think he got hurt.
Tannehill got hurt?
I think he got carted off. Herbert.
Lots of starting quarterbacks in the NFL have been injured this year.
Yeah, they need to get rid of him, unfortunately.
Tannehill? I thought he was your boy.
He is my boy, but
he just turned on him.
He ain't doing that well, so they lost. But I think they're still in the playoffs contention.
They should be.
At a 7-7 record. Bengals put it on the Bucks. We both got that right. 34-23. We gave too much praise to Mr. Tom Brady, and now he is.
And, I watched that game. Tom Brady got out to like a 17-point lead, 18-point lead. And they pulled up some stat. Throughout his career, he had won like 90%, 98% of games where he had that big of a lead. But no, sir. Joe Burr came back and put a whooping on the GOAT.
27 for 39, 200 yards. Although Tom Brady is still throwing the ball at 33 for 44.
44 pass attempts.
Yeah, but he had 2 interceptions, 3 touchdowns, 312 yards, man.
Yeah, Brady's definitely a step behind.
I didn't watch this game, the Giants and the Commanders, but we both said the Commanders were going to win, and they didn't.
Giants pulled it off.
Saquon which
went off.
Put in a spot for the Cowboys to make the playoffs.
Nice.
So... then we had the
Cowboys.
Then we had the I think that's Chris.
He's got a key, right?
Yeah, and then we had the shit fucking Packers. They won. We both said they were gonna win. Maybe 24-12. Your boy sucked.
Who's my boy? Aaron Rodgers?
No, Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield? Okay, yeah.
12 for 21, 111 yards. And then Aaron Rodgers, 22 for 30 with 229 yards. I think the Packers are still kind of in the playoffs.
We both picked the Packers, right?
Yeah. So now we're looking at the... Did you see that video of those kids, Chris? Those kids came in here?
Oh, did they really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So the Titans are still in the lead in the division at 7-7. But the Jaguars are 6-8 right behind them. So they have lost 4 in a row. So I don't know, man. That'll be interesting. Eagles and the Cowboys, 49ers clinched, Vikings clinched. The NFC South is still up for grabs, and that last spot in the wild card, which looks like the Giants might be the ones.
Do the Lions have any chance at all of making the playoffs?
Yeah, they could.
Dude, that would be so
they
cool.
have to have a better record than the Giants. I think the Giants are leading the wild card right now.
Okay, 8-5.
Oh no, there's two.
Two wild cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they increase the amount of teams that can make it?
What happened was now in the NFL, only one team gets a bye, so that's why 3 wild cards are in.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And the Eagles. Although if the Eagles lose all their games and the Cowboys win all their games, the Cowboys could have the first round or the NFC East. I don't know about the bye, but
okay. Let me see here. Bills and Chiefs, of course.
Yeah, they've clinched in the
Eagles, Vikings clinched. 49ers and Cowboys clinched.
Yeah. So I guess the Bucks.
I can't see the Cowboys beating the 49ers in the playoffs, though. That's what sucks.
I don't see anybody beating the 49ers. So we have a few eliminated teams. I mean,
hold on, go back up. More. Oh, one more time. On the bubble. Seahawks.
Yeah, so I guess if the Giants and the Commanders lose and the Lions win out, they will get the spot.
Man, that would
which
be
I'm
cool.
kind of hoping for because I
playoffs.
do like how they're playing right now. So that is week 15 of the NFL. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fuck, I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got 10 right.
10 right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Against my 5.
Damn, Roy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. I don't know the total count, but I don't think it matters at this point. So we're gonna still
call it a dub at this point.
Keep trying it out though.
Let's do it.
Now we have week 16 of the NFL.
Week 16.
Jaguars and the Jets is tonight, Thursday.
That's going to be an interesting game because both of those teams have been doing well lately.
I'm going with the Jaguars.
Yeah, me too. Jaguars.
I'm rooting for them actually.
Jaguars just beat a really good team in the Cowboys. So there's no reason why they shouldn't beat the Jets.
Falcons and the Ravens. I think just by default the Ravens are going to win.
Yeah, Falcons are not looking good. They just lost to the Saints. Let's go with the Ravens.
Lions and the Panthers. I think the Lions should win this one.
Lions. They're surging.
Seahawks and the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs got that one.
I'll go with the Chiefs.
Browns and the Saints. I'm going to go with the Browns.
That's going to be a close, shitty game. I'm going to go with the Saints.
Texans and the Titans. Titans, you better get your shit together.
Man, I want to see the Texans pull one off.
They might against these guys.
That's going to be my upset.
I'm going with the Titans.
I'm going to go with that upset right there. Texans over the Titans.
Bengals and the Patriots. I think the Bengals got this one. The Patriots are not like
Bengals
coming
and the
off
Patriots.
that loss. There's no way. These are all Saturday games, by the way.
Man. Bengals and Patriots. I'm going to have to go with the Bengals.
Then we have the Giants and the Vikings, and I'm going to pick my upset with the Giants.
All right, I got the Vikings.
Bills and the Bears.
Bills.
I want the Bears to win, but the Bills are going to win. That's what I'm going with. We have the Niners and the Commanders.
Niners.
That might be a good game, but I think the Niners are just really good. Eagles and the Cowboys. Of course, I'm going with the Cowboys.
The Eagles and the Cowboys. There's your game of the
Minshew
week.
is starting. He was chosen to start today.
I can't believe that's a 3:30 game. That should have been Sunday night.
Yeah, so
Saturday. It's on a Saturday.
Saturday at 3:25 p.m.
The day before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool.
And they have their backup quarterback starting for them.
The Eagles with the
Parsons is
backup
also-
QB.
I don't know if
Parsons may be out.
Yeah, I don't know his status right now, but he could be out for the game.
Damn, I got to go with the Cowboys if Jalen Hurts doesn't play.
Raiders and the Steelers. I'm going to go with the Raiders.
I'll go with the Steelers just to be different.
The Dolphins and the Packers. I think the Dolphins. Got that one. Broncos and the Rams. It's a shitty game, but I think the Broncos are going to win that one. Bucks and the Cardinals. I'm going with the Bucks. Chargers and the Colts. I think the Chargers got that one.
I'll go with the Chargers.
Alrighty, man. That's your Week 16 predictions of the NFL. Let me talk about one thing before we get whatever else you have in mind.
Talk about it. Give us the baseball, since all of our listeners here love hearing about baseball. Hey.
So, a major trade that happened literally the other night. was what we all believed was Carlos Correa was going to go with the San Francisco Giants. I believe he fails his physical, and overnight, literally like at 3:00 at night, the Mets sign Carlos Correa to a 12-year, $315 million deal. Like, I thought it was set in stone that he was going to the Giants.
Right.
Nope. He is now with the Mets, and the luxury tax that the Mets have to pay is more than a lot of people's like just payroll to begin with. It's unbelievable. So
what is the luxury tax in baseball?
It's because New York. It's in New York, so like the taxes are different.
Oh,
you got to pay like like all your money to the government.
Jeez.
So yeah, I don't really understand it too much, but I know it's like New York and like certain states you got to pay.
Unless your name's Donald Trump.
Yeah, there you go. So Carlos Correa did sign with them. The Mets are looking mighty good.
So how did he fail his physical, though?
I don't really know the ins and outs of it, but he, I guess due to that failing of the physical, he couldn't sign with them, and then he ends up getting picked up. So I don't really know. Please comment in the comment section if you know a little bit more. But he's 12 years, so I mean he's going to be there for a long time, and he's got a lot of money coming his way. It's going to be pretty exciting. A bunch of other trades. Let's see. I think
how long does the baseball offseason last?
Until like February, because then they start doing spring training. I know Brian McCann. He's kind of a veteran. He signed with the Orioles. Oh, I know that. I didn't know this. Ken Griffey Jr. is still getting paid by the Reds, like $1 million.
That's crazy.
Every year, I think, until like 2025. There's a lot of people that get signed.
That was in his contract?
They just like finagle the contract, and they still getting paid. I know.
Shout out to Ken Griffey.
Bobby Bonilla Day. That's
Love Ken Griffey Jr.
Interesting day. You guys look that up. When that day comes, we'll talk about it.
Did you ever see the video of Ken Griffey Jr. in the dunk contest?
Yeah, dude. He's an athlete, man. We really haven't talked about basketball. Now that I think about it. Carlos Rendon agrees to a deal with the Yankees. They're fucking looking good. The Yankees did choose Aaron Judge to be their captain. So that's pretty interesting. Other than that, I think I've already spoken much. We'll go for Monday. Yeah, it'll be pretty interesting to see.
When's the deadline?
I don't really know, but it's always baseball's weird, you know. People get traded all the time, but it's fun to watch.
They can pretty much just buy a team.
That's what the Mets did.
Spend as much money as possible.
Pretty much what they got Verlander now. Yeah. So I mean, that's pretty much what the owner. He's kind of revolutionizing the way you operate as an owner. So that's if you want to keep up with some stuff, keep up with the Mets owner and what they're doing. It's pretty cool. Other than that, I don't really have much.
Are you in the screen right here? Far enough?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't really have much to go on with controversy or any of that.
No controversy this week?
I don't really know anything. Did you?
Controversy. Let
me go see what we sent each other.
I can't think of anything that caught my eye other than, we got something.
What?
The fans in Argentina.
Fucking millions of them.
And Messi having to escape via helicopter.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, go to the video. Pull that up for us, young Jamie.
We need Chris in here.
Argentina. Okay, yeah. How many millions of fans does it say we're in?
I heard there was 4 million.
4 million people celebrating in the street.
4 million, sorry. Let's see. Yeah, you guys need to watch this on YouTube because
I really appreciate different cultures, and it's hard to understand as an American how much passion soccer fans have, because it's hard to relate, honestly. Imagine if every one of your family members, every one of your friends all loved the same sport and y'all all watched it together religiously. It would be a bonding experience, but also that, you know, that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true, but I heard 4 billion people watch the World Cup.
I believe it, yeah.
Yeah, they're actually in talks about doing it every 3 years. So every 4. The next World Cup will be here, and I'm gonna make sure to go to it. There's gonna be one in Dallas.
Right.
So that'll be fucking awesome.
And I guess something, since we're on the topic of controversy in sports, look up, not right now, but if anybody's interested, there's documentaries about whenever the World Cup comes into these large cities and all the
swindling that goes on.
all the bad stuff that goes along with them building these stadiums.
It's the same for like the Super Bowl too.
It's a dark thing, yeah.
All the sex trades that happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking
interesting.
wild. Yeah, so
Crazy shit.
I want to root for you, Messi, but you were talking shit about Mexicans, so I can't. But
Damn, nobody likes Mexicans.
Congratulations to Argentina for the win. You guys deserved it.
People only like Mexicans whenever they're working or cooking. It's the only time.
I hope Canelo beats your ass, Messi. But other than that,
Or fighting.
oh, I don't know if this is a big deal, but he did break the record for the most likes on an Instagram post for his post.
Damn.
50-something million people like this shit.
Sheesh. We can't even get 50.
We can't even get fucking 5, man, you motherfuckers. But yeah.
Got to be great like Messi, I guess.
I don't really know too much going on in basketball. I don't really
fuck
fucking
basketball.
care.
College basketball is interesting. I went to a basketball game yesterday. It was pretty good.
I think bowl
Tech,
games
Red
are
Raiders.
Starting. By the time we come back,
Bowl games?
Tech will have played their
about some bowl games.
They will have played their bowl game at that point.
Yep. Bowl season.
Unfortunately, it's on Wednesday, so I can't miss work to go. But my parents are going
To the bowl game?
Yeah, they got a suite, dude. They got a good deal.
That's what's up.
So shout out to them. But we'll be talking about bowl games next week.
For sure. I love bowl games.
Let's see. Chris.
Yes, sir.
Come here. Give us a sports movie.
Some sports news.
Movie
Sports movie?
to watch.
What about Any Given Sunday?
We haven't said that one, so yeah, Any Given Sunday. What's that about?
Really me?
It's a football movie.
With Al Pacino and Jamie Foxx.
I got one for you, and it's also a comedy, but it's hilarious. Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
If you want to watch a funny-ass sports movie, go watch Will Ferrell and Talladega Nights.
And then I will bounce off that and say Kicking and Screaming is also a very funny sports movie. So that with Will Ferrell in it.
Yeah.
So there you go, people. Please subscribe. Please comment. None of you fuckers have been commenting.
Yeah, comment something. Make fun of us. Tell us where we're wrong. Fact check us. We're just making shit up half the time.
Kinda. Shop season 3. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next
Merry
week.
Christmas, everybody.
Yeah,
Love
Merry
y'all.
Christmas. Happy New Year's.